Woke up to the light of the moon. There were people dancing, people singing Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om. If you are on this video live or the replay, Facebook or YouTube, I'm so happy that you're here. Want to join me in another Om? Let's inhale. Om. Yes, happy Monday, everybody. Let's get right into our tarot and oracle reading for this week. This message is also timeless, so whenever you're seeing this, this is for you. My website is heatherlcoleman.com. I do personalized readings, email, Zoom, in person, phone, wherever. So I'm here to serve. First is a mantra card. This is actually from the My Daily Mantra deck by Sarah Beth of Sarah Beth Yoga. So my yoga instructor, I am capable, and I'm going to read you some of the message on here. So isn't this amazing? We're starting on Monday morning with this perfect affirmation. Being capable in yoga and in life is recognizing your power within to transform each breath into movement. We could also say each breath into results. But let me read you this in its entirety, actually. Being capable in yoga is recognizing your power within to transform each breath into movement and each movement into a milestone. It's about discovering your potential on the mat and carrying that strength into every aspect of life. Yoga teaches you that capability is not just in mastering poses, but in the journey of continuous growth and self-belief. So, Spirit is going to lead with this energy. If you haven't started your exercise program, what the fuck are you waiting for? Let's go. I'm going to tell you, you have the time. This crap we tell ourselves is not a matter of reality, it's a matter of your own reality. And what I mean by that is if you don't think you have time, well, guess what? You do. You've got to start putting you first. I woke up at 6:30 this morning, and before I got even out of bed, I took 2-pound and 1-pound weights, and I worked out before I was even out of bed today. I'm serious, and I'm not that special. I mean, we're all special. If I can do it, so can you, right? Amazing, amazing. So that strength starts up here, and it starts in here. Self-love and love in its essence is the most powerful force in the universe. So tap into that. Let's get into some tarot messages. And again, if you want to know more, heatherlcoleman.com. Find me on YouTube, Heather Lee. I think it's Heather Lee. I changed it recently. I'm also on TikTok. But fascinating. We've got a reversal here. And this deck is really interesting too. I'm not going to look at the names, and it's going to kill me because I'm so used to with tarot looking at the names of the cards, but you can't read them. We've got Tarot of the Witch's Garden here by Sasha Graham and Natasha Ilinsic. I don't think I pronounced that right, but so we've got a reversal, and it actually looks like we've got the two of. It's going to kill me. Let's just read the card. So it's almost like we're looking into water here, looking into a reflection of what once was. So this tells me, I think at least some of you are reminiscing over the past, maybe a relationship that was good in the past. Maybe that relationship has become distant or faded or is no longer good. Or maybe you had better relationships in the past and you're feeling the sense of isolation now. This is going to reach a lot of you. Some of you might be looking back and remembering closeness and an easy rapport with meeting new people, friendships, family relationships, romantic relationships in the past, And you might be wondering why things are so different now. Part of it is just that life changes as we get older. Some of it is also where we are as society. We've gotten to where we don't need people in the same ways, but we've forgotten that we still need each other emotionally, mentally. We've allowed ourselves to become very isolated, and to believe this bullshit lie that we're too busy to keep in touch with people. You've got, okay, I was feeling a lot of this bubbling up, didn't know it was going to come out like this. You've got this whole ration of shit, and it is a ration of shit, and I'm not claiming to be PC. This avoidant bullshit, okay? Let me tell you something. I'm not saying it's bullshit. I mean it's bullshit in the sense that people are going to have to learn to knock it off. That's what I mean by that. And I'm saying that as someone who is a huge believer in therapy. But I'm also doing the tough love, let's buck up and quit making bullshit excuses perspective here too. So back in the 90s, we had books like, He's Just Not That Into You. And this common sense that if someone doesn't consistently call, if someone doesn't consistently make time, they don't care. But now we've complicated that with this whole avoidant attachment horseshit. Now, I'm not saying it isn't real, but here's what I'm saying. If you have an avoidant of any type in your life, if the needle isn't moving, it doesn't matter whether you read books and you watch YouTube videos about, oh, their attachment system, their manager parts are saying this, and so they actually love me. Well, maybe they do, but if they're not willing to do the shadow work, and that person's not willing to consume content, to get educated, to go to counseling, any of that, then it's a load of shit, and you can educate yourself all you want about why, but at the end of the day, you can label it as, oh, they're an avoidant, oh, he's just not that into you, or oh, she just doesn't care enough. It doesn't matter, right? We're in the year of the fire horse, friends. Enough of this shit, okay? If you feel moved to clear the clutter out of your life, get it out. That's what Spirit is saying here. So interesting what's coming through, because these are horses. And this looks to me like the Two of Cups reversed. It's the Sun. Ha. Okay. So now that I figured out what card it is, it's the Sun. But before knowing what card it was, I thought it was the Two of Cups reversed. So before I read the Sun, what I'm going to say about the Two of Cups reversed is it's time to fall in love with yourself. Now, deep down you know that whether a person is an avoidant or not, if you love yourself, you're not going to put up with, oh, we tried to have a tough conversation and he or she just disappeared for a week or a month. I need to really step lightly around her inner child. Fuck their inner child. How about yours? All right. This is a blunt reading this week, and I don't always swear this much, guys. This is the energy. So that's what the Two of Cups reversed, because this card could read that way. Now, good news is this is the Sun. All right, folks. You step deeper into the self-love. I'm telling you, the Sun's going to come out big time for you. This is a really powerful year. And if you take advantage of this energy and you work with this energy, you're going to be glad you did. So it's time to be bold. It's time to take the big steps. It is not time to play small. Okay, it is not time to play small. It is time to be your own best fucking friend. Okay, ladies and gents? You hearing that? Good. Next card is from Money and the Law of Attraction by Esther and Jerry Hicks. This energy is so big, I'm actually going to stand up. I almost did at the beginning. But the energy is so big, and that's another thing, guys. Society and life have taught us not to move when we feel the need to move from childhood, and we need to do that, guys. We need to be doing that. When you need to move, get up and move. So Money and the Law of Attraction, Esther and Jerry Hicks. We've got card number 49. So take those numbers together and separately. 4 for balance, 9 for personal peace and satisfaction. I'm going to read you the message. I am always receiving the essence of what I am giving. And notice the imagery. Some of you have been noticing that if you move your hands a certain distance, you can feel this really energy, this glowing energy. And that's all that they have to say, is just noticing the energy in your hands. But let's read the rest. Appreciation and love and alignment to that which is source is the ultimate giving back. It's going to piggyback on this message about loving yourself first, my friends. Appreciation and love and alignment to that which is source is the ultimate giving back, so to speak. For in your pain or struggle, you have nothing to give back. So, again, people drive you nuts. They cause you pain. I mean, repeatedly, not just once in a great while. I mean, people keep pulling away from you. They keep not showing up for you. You don't need that. So you detach. You extricate yourself from those sources of pain, so to speak. For in your pain or struggle, you have nothing to give back. So these freaking people are draining you, okay? Avoid the avoidance permanently. Yeah. What you are living is always an exact replication of your vibrational patterns of thought. What you are living is always an exact replication of your vibrational patterns of thought. Now, let me tell you what that means. That's not your conscious thoughts. That's your deep subconscious that most of us are not aware of. That's why we need to be doubling down and leaning into our meditations, your affirmations. That's why I started you guys out with this affirmation. I want you to say this 12 times today, 100 times. I am capable. I want you to say this shit when you're falling asleep. And yes, you can swear. That's not going to lower your vibration. It's the energy behind it. Tape record yourself saying, I am capable, and listen to that while you're falling asleep. Guys, you've got to program your deep subconscious if you want change. And it's the year for change, all right? Jump on that fire horse. Now, nothing could be more fair than life as you are living it. For as you are thinking, you are vibrating. And as you are vibrating, you are attracting. And so you are always getting back the essence of what you are giving. Okay? So that might mean that we sometimes have to keep saying no to shit that's coming our way. Program that subconscious, and you should start noticing a difference of what you're attracting into your life, guys. Okay? So I am always receiving the essence of what I am giving. So, putting that aside, next tarot card. Another reversal, very interesting, the Ten of Cups. I know this one just by the image. This is a positive card, whether it's upright or reversed. Now, first meaning of this, for many of you, this could point to this feeling of isolation that a lot of people are living right now. You're not the only one. Isolation tends to make people think there's something wrong with them. Why does everyone else seem to have relationships, people in their lives? How come I don't? No one does. People are literally emotionally starving and bankrupt. Why do you think everyone's seeking out therapy? So, believe us, everyone's fucked up. See, look, we're all connected in our complete failure as a human species to have healthy relationships. We're all in this together. But you know, getting past that meaning, the reversal simply means a delay in this, because look at what this image is. This is a very happy and flowing family where everyone's able to get along at least reasonably well most of the time. Everyone's actually together. I think for at least some of you here today, this is going to happen for you. This renewed feeling of community and family and togetherness. It's just going to take some years still in your life to happen. There are reasons that humanity as a collective has chosen to go through this arc of development, of our technology developing in a certain way that kind of makes it so we don't need to interact in the same ways, and the feelings of isolation that happen with that. There's a bigger purpose to everything that we are going through as a collective and that you are going through as a person. Let's move on to our next tarot card. Another reversal. This is wild, and just by the image, I don't even know what this one is, so I'm just going to read it for you. I'm going to read it upside down. The woman on this card is hanging upside down, but she is so grounded. I mean, her hair is not even coming down. Her core strength, I mean, that actually looks a lot like a yoga pose that I teach, except that the arms would be on the ground. She's holding the sun. We've got this image of the sun again, and she's got her kitty cat there helping her stay grounded. This could read like the Hangman, and I don't think this is the Hangman, but let's read that meaning. When life forces us to question the way we see everything, we grow. How much did you ever grow when things were easy? How much did you ever grow when things were easy? I am going to see if I can get the name of this for us. Again, these are very tough to read. This is the Queen of Fire, baby. This is the Queen of Fire. But whether you are a man or a woman, I feel this is representing you. The Queen of Creativity, the person who burns up what's no longer needed. We've got that image or that message again of getting rid of what's no longer serving you. Next tarot card, guys. Insane number of reversals. Are they all reversed? My God, they're all reversed today. I just like, this energy is so intense. This must be the Death card. It is. Well, good thing it's reversed. Good news. This applies to some of you. If there is someone in your life that has just had a really big bump with their health, it ain't their time. This card really literally never comes up to predict a death that you wouldn't see coming. The only time that I ever drew this card about a person was when my grandma, and this is for myself, I'm speaking for myself, my grandma had a stroke. We knew it was the end. And this card came up. It was just sort of like, it was almost an output of the energy, but I knew this was her time. If any of you are seeing this and you have someone that you know, there's no question that this is their time, okay, you already know this, and that's what the reversal would mean. It's like, there's no surprises. But again, the reversal of this means there's no surprises. So if you have someone who is going through a health issue, it could be you, it could be someone else, ain't your time. Only the good die young. No, that's actually not exactly right. Our soul's purpose, okay, my father lived to be 54. That's how long it took for my father to achieve what his soul came here to achieve. Some people need less time than that for their soul to feel like they accomplished what they needed to do. Some people need more than that, do you see? So, the other meaning of this, and again, the reversal is so good in this case. Another meaning to this card could be ego, like meaning that your ego might be taking over, but in a reversal, this means that you are not letting your ego run the show. And I'm like, honestly, I'm happy to be reading this for a collective, because this is good news to me. That an entire collective of people is not letting their ego run the show. And the reason I say this is that pretty much all, or close to all, the really horrible things in the world can be traced back to the human ego. Not the human spirit, but the human ego. It's really the ego that causes someone to react in fear, in aggression. I'm not talking about defense. That's different. I mean, if someone is physically threatening you to stand your ground and to protect yourself and to strike if you need to strike, that doesn't necessarily come from ego. But to just attack someone who's not a danger, or to use attack and force to solve problems instead of discussion and critical thinking, oh crap, ego's still running the damn world, right? So, but the good thing is, whatever ration of shit is going on in the news, and it is, again, this is not a PC reading, but you are not letting your ego turn you into this reactive, violent person who's becoming part of the goddamn problem. And that's the solution, by the way, is ascending, self-awareness, thoughtful responses, precise action, learning how are we going to solve the problems, and doing so from a mindful place, not a reactive place. The ego is reactive. The higher self, the soul, is responsive, is proactive. So this card in reverse for you says your ego is not in the driver's seat, at least not anymore, friends. So keep doing the work that you're doing so that you are showing up every day in your life from a higher vibration place. Keep doing it. It's working. Great job. Last tarot card. Another reversal. I think all the cards were reversed today. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm looking back. There's 5 of them. We had this, well, I read it as the 2 of Cups, so we'll say we had 6. The 2 of Cups and Sun were reversed. The 10 of Cups was reversed and upright. The Queen of Fire was reversed. The Death card, Ego card, was reversed. Now we've got This is the suit of fire. I'm just going to have to count these. 1, 2, 3, because I can't read the title of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This must be the 8 of fire, which makes a lot of sense. And it is. 8 of wands in this deck. Doesn't really matter whether this is upright or reversed. And there is a small difference, but let me tell you the meaning that doesn't really change. The 8 of fire, whether it's upright or reversed, leads to what it indicates is an ending to delays. So this could be things that you've been wanting in your life for months or years, maybe your whole life, starting to come in, opportunities for you to call those things in, or just to see those things come in as a result of your manifestation. Now, the reversal meaning, it can mean different things, but what it means today is a more balanced, stable, and grounded energy to this, which is really good, because the upright meaning can sometimes mean that as good as the changes are sweeping in your life, maybe they're happening a little too fast. I can give a good example of what this, one way this could show up. Like, let's say you drew this upright and you had just met someone, and normally this kind of thing I'm talking about would be in the suit of cups, but in the suit of fire, upright, let's just say you just met someone, maybe the relationship's moving too fast, and it's moving along at a pace that is too fast for the natural, healthy progression of a relationship. Now, in a reversal, though, maybe things move a little on the fast side with that new relationship, but that's because it's the right person. In the reversal, what it might look like is both people get excited, but one or the other or both just says, you know what, this might be moving a little too fast. Maybe we could just put the brakes on a little bit, or maybe we don't want to go to this step, and both people say, yeah, that's a good idea, right? Apply that to any area of your life, whether that's career, and for a lot of you it is. An ending to delays with this fire horse energy, but it's in a balanced way. Another way I can say this is, maybe you've always wanted massive success, but you also, and we also know this deep down, especially if you're a fire sign, because you want everything today. Guy can relate to you. I'm in Aries. I want everything yesterday. But we do want massive success, yes, but we also want it to happen in a way that we are truly ready for it. And that's what the 8 of fire reversed is telling us today. You are ready this year. You're going to see significant growth, massive growth. And this isn't just this year, baby. This is going to be the next 3 years. This is going to be the next 10 to 13 years. You're ready for it. Your manifestations are working. Let's start to close this reading off by returning back to our original mantra card that I drew. I am capable. Let's say this 2 more times. Are you ready? I am capable. I am capable. Amazing. This energy feels incredible. Incredible. I'm going to have to stand up again because it's bubbling up. But I do want to thank you so much for being here. I believe in you. I can't wait to see how this manifests in your life. Please put a comment. Let me know how this resonates with you. And check out my website, heatherlcoleman.com. Have a beautiful week.